with a filter on it or something like that. Morning, everyone. How we doing? How we doing? $72.25 was a target on this white. Handle. $62.25. Hold on. All right, first thing I want to point out is we are narrow range. Narrowest range the last 7 trading days. So what we're doing is using the Keltner channels on the 2-minute chart, which you can see that they hit the exact high there. I dipped a little bit. All right, let's take a look at the larger time frames here while we're waiting for this trade to play out. So we're in the chop, 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 chop push pattern, right? So if we zoom out, chop at all-time highs, absorb the liquidity on both sides, sell side, buy side, sell side, buy side. Okay, and now they're going to see about a man and a horse higher. The question is, did they get all the liquidity that they needed lower? That's what I'm not sure of at these 2 points here. I'm not sure of that. So that's the concern for the longs. For the shorts, the concern is they just keep squeezing higher and higher and higher. I want to point out we're in first position. Here's the 200 simple. Here's the 20. Here's the 8. Why did the 8 change colors? Oh, because it updated. That's right. Hate how it doesn't save the. So let's take a look at the 4-hour. All right, here's the 200. Here's the 20. Here's the 8, and we're up. And we're at all-time highs, basically. Right here. And so what are we expecting? Well, what we want to do is we just want to pay attention to when it upticks. Are they selling on the upticks, or are they buying on the downticks? We want to trade our process. Now, what is our process? Well, that's everybody's process is unique, right? My process is different than your process, and we all want to make sure that we're trading our 100 level trades when the pattern repeats. It's very, very simple yet challenging at the same time to get the rhythm down. So what will we be doing here? It's really hard to trade at all-time highs, right? But one thing we're not going to do is we're not going to be insistent on heavy shorting against the trend. And what's the trend? Up. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. Yeah. Okay. So here's your 200. Here's your 20. Here's your 8. We're going back into position 1. And so what we're asking the market to tell us is, are we going to continue up or not, or have we ran into supply? We're going to find out. Let's go to the 2-minute chart. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to step on over to, let's see if there's any news today real quick. Existing home sales, 10 a.m. 20-year bond auction, 1 p.m. Okay, so 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Mancini says hold runner 74, 80, 92, 60, 48, 51 supports. Okay, thank you. Uh, 70, 25. We're back. I got a 30-second snake at 70. 70. 70 on 32nd. Seventy 25 is the over under on the 45-minute chart. Clear as day. It doesn't get any and then all time high of what is it, 74, whatever that number is. 74. 74. I've got a 2R of 7750. 7750. Killer. Mm-hmm. 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 Watch your high to high at 71, 75. There is going to be a trap there. They might do a little selling just about 3 ticks above here. There's no news until 10 a.m. that I know of. I could be wrong. It just seems too quiet, doesn't it? Oh, all's too well in Nottingham. It's too well. Let's see. Today is Thursday. Today's Wednesday. Existing home sales 10 a.m. Crude oil 10:30. Okay, good. No surprise here. Well, that's going to be impossible with Mister Orange in office. It's virtually impossible, Mister. Oh well, see, there was some sort of trade there. Look at that. They gapped it. He sold it hard. They pulled the liquidity. Now can they take it above 71 or is this the top? Look at this, right back to 71. That was interesting to watch. Pulled the plug. This thing's toast. Fell at 68.50. That's my over under. Which would have a target of 66. I can't short into the upward rising 200 just under all time highs. I can't do that. It just doesn't make sense, right? So I'll wait. Now, could it win? Does it instantly? Well, the target would actually be 65.50. Uh, no, I'm not going to take it because I get through the upward rising 200. Upward rising everything, which it could. Got a lower high. Another sell signal right into the 200 simple. Lower Keltner, oh 07, 67, excuse me, which basically printed because it was 7 quarter when it printed. So can't short on the on in at lower Keltner. Bids and offers are very, very low in terms of volume. Okay, watching 68.75. I'm at 68.50. Whoops. That's okay. Stop is 66.75. on one contract. So that would make the target. Hold on, let me fix that. It makes the target 70/25. Yeah. Yeah, this is absolutely going to stop out. 70/25 on the 45 minute is my over under. Not dead yet. It's close because I really should be short. We're sitting at the 200 simple on the 2 minute chart. That is my bounce point. Well, not my bounce point. That is my reference point, I guess I'll say. So, oh man, I'm making this difficult. Supposed to be short, by the way. Where does it top out and reverse? Or where does it look like it's going to top out and reverse? You know, make a bluff and pin the pin bar pennies. Penny the pinners, right? So what I mean by that is where are they going to make it? Where could they make it look like it's going to die? Okay, where it doesn't actually die, and they take the breakdown sellers for another ride. Now I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but isn't that what could happen at all-time highs? And remember, we have 40 minutes till the market opens, so anything can happen, right? They could dip this thing for value. They could do whatever they want, right? So 70.25 is the over/under on the 45-minute chart. A lot of noise below us at 44. They just hit the high-to-high trend line and reversed it instantly off of 70.25 to the tick. Do they allow that to continue to happen below 68.50? 200 simple 67.75. We're getting tight on the 5 here. It's a nasty 15-minute chart. Looks lower on the 15-minute, and unless it goes straight through 72 right now. That 15-minute chart looks straight down for me. Pulling the bid. Pulling the bid. Now they're pulling the offer. Ooh, this is spicy. This is spicy. Now they're exhausting the offer, the bid. Think about where's the doink and the yoink, right? Where's the doink and the yoink? Where's the bluff? 68.75 over under on the 2-minute chart. See that big red bar? At the close of that, right there. See over under. For me, as a reference point, if I will. 70.25 on the 45-minute. Okay, and then just to show you that if we get a spread going to 81 final on the deuce. And again, we have to break trend lines first. There's a trend line that everyone in the world is watching, right? Where is it? It's right here because everybody has it because it just created. Is that? It's in the 45-minute. Here it is, right here. From here to here. Everybody's watching that. Okay, the next one that everyone's watching is they sold that. Looking at that, looking at my signals or my painted bars, I should have added at 66.75 instead of had a stop there. That's okay. 66.50, whatever the stop was. I should have added at 66.75. Target would have been 69.50. Stop would have been 64. Insight. She's a muggins. She's a muggins. Bap, 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 boom, bap, bap. Hindsight. Hindsight. And what I'm talking about is the on Ninja Trader 738 bar, on other platforms 736 AM bar. That is a absolute catch you off guard reversal from the sell side to the long side. Pulls you back, gives you all the way to the OTE entry of about 67.75, and then they just take it up on you all the way up into the 72s. Got about 2 minutes till my favorite time of the morning, everyone. We're going to go ahead and raise our glasses at the top of the hour. If you're new, say hi. Fellowship, fellowship time. Just our little way of getting warmed up. Get the vocals going. I'm expecting higher, and the reason I'm not shorting anything, even though it looks like a couple of them worked, the reason I'm not shorting anything at this time is because we're at all-time highs. Shorting at all-time highs over 10,000 trades doesn't really work like you think it does. It looks cool, right? But like, it's not how trading works. On a very, very large sample size based upon my results. Big decision here. Big decision. Do they print 71.50 or not, right? The sellers don't want that, right? So let's identify the parties. All right, everybody, we got 1 minute to the top of the hour. 1 minute to the top of the hour. What are they going to do with this 9 a.m. bar? Are they going to buy it into the next hour, or are they going to sell it? We're going to find out, but we're also going to raise our glasses. Elijah, do we have the cheers button working? Yep. Good, good. Fam, today we're gonna cheers to follow in the process. Stay in process. Stay in the pocket. Stay in your lane. Stay with the trend. Stay in the trade. Stay patient. Also, cheers to David A's brand new baby girl. Let's frickin' go. Congratulations, David A. Little baby girl. Let's go. Cheers, everybody. Edition one. Seventy 25 on the 4 hour and the 2 minute. And the 2 minute. Make you a superstar. Right. So if we get through there or if we don't, that's the question, right? Let's go. Make me a superstar. No matter where you are. 67. I don't have that right. 67, 825, 825, add. Make me your superstar. No matter who you are. Try to sweep the leg at 825 on this white bar here on this little position one. But it's turning so the 20 simple is trying to turn red again. They gotta pop it like it's hot, 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 hot in this bad boy to get it going here. They gotta blow on it. I don't know why I thought that was so funny. I'm looking at the tiny little wicks on the 2 minute, just wick, 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 wick. Blow. Blow. Oh, did I do that? Oh, you're doing that. Sorry, Elijah. I'm just trying to change to my face. Did it work? Make me a superstar. No matter where you are, a superstar. 70-25. 70-25. Look at how it's not really trading on it, right? So either they're going to stop trading on it or they're going to push through it. 70-25. Make me a superstar. Okay. Completed business at 70 heaf. 70 heaf. Canceling my ad order. Okay. Stops up to 68.25 on that white bar long. Filled. Oh, it's hard to see the white bar long. Oh, no, there's a big white arrow. Can't miss it. Okay. 70, 75 out. I'm not sure how with only 11 contracts, but then again, I'm on the Apex thing. So whatever it's given me. Maybe I was in the queue early enough. So yeah, so I went 69.50 to 70.75 as a little ad gooser, juicer magooser. You guys know what the juicer magooser is? It's an ad order, all right. All right, who's liking the new layout? I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Except for I need to change it. Elijah, do I just push cam scene? Is that what I do? Yep, it worked. It should. I think that's the transition. So when it transitions, what is it? Because go to the. Okay, I'm learning. I see. I learn. All right, we got 23 minutes till the opening bell, folks. We're going to open right near all time highs. Now think about this. 70-50 on the 45-minute chart. We've been talking about it for days, right? 2 days ago, that was our target. We nailed it. Who was here on the stream, if you remember? 70-25 was our target. We were long, right? So now, think about it. We're a couple days later. Now, did we not call it yesterday, too, folks? Let me explain what happened yesterday. I'm going to switch it again, Elijah. Don't fret, my friend. Hit transition, please. The the what happened was okay. So here's what happens to me every single time an account. Anytime I'm in an eval account, and it gets just a little bit over leveraged, right? Unfortunately, my stop becomes where everybody else's was. So what happened was in my eval account, my eval 150,000, I think, it auto liquidated me at 2750. So what happened was I switched accounts. I made a video of it. If you didn't watch the video, watch the video. I made a video of it. I explained I absolutely screwed up in one account, smoked the cigarettes, and then switched accounts and entered all the way down into where I got stopped out because I knew it was the low because that's how this works. So figure out all the places that you have the where it says external, okay, in your order log. Figure out all the places it says external. How it flips right there. And you're thinking, well, how? Because that's how it's designed. It's choreographed. They know that there's X number of prop accounts, stop levels, stop ins, stop outs, okay, based upon 67,000 different times that this same occurrence has happened, based upon human nature, psychology. Listen, they don't hire traders, they hire psychologists, they hire sociologists, not traders. Okay. The quants are built on stuff that your nightmares are made of. So how do they know what your nightmare is? Because over a large sample size of people, that's what happens. It's not that they can see your orders. Okay, they probably can, but it's not that they can see your orders because all of our orders are going to the CME, right? If someone could see inside the CME, they would be ahead of us no matter what. Okay, now it's called lag, latency, right? So the guy that can see ahead of us is a nano fraction of a nanosecond ahead of us. That's the only way. That's the only way. He's just closer to Chicago. He's closer to the server bank, right? So they have artificial latency in there, right? Now, let's watch. What I was saying was yesterday it comes down, stops here, and then goes up. So what I did was the account got smoked. So that account, as you can see, is gone. But the next account made several $1,000s. Okay, several thousand. Because I went long and added all the way to it. My stop was underneath. I think my stop was like 23 or something like that. 23 or 22 and a half because my entry, 22 and a half because my entry was 27 and a half. And I got 30 and a half or 32 and a half as my first target. Um, so the basis of what I was saying was when I ended the stream, I said everybody go long because I just got stopped out because it didn't stop me out, it externaled me, right? That means it hit the max drawdown, and that's how everything works, right? Everything works to max pain. Everything works to max pain. You could Google max pain in the stock market, and it will give you a definition of max pain in the stock market. Okay. Why was that not updating? Why is that not up? Why is there something wrong with Discord? Is that the 30? Is that the 30 second? Because there's a lot of lines there. Yeah. Yeah, it's crowded on the 30 second. Everybody, but again, if it can rip through it, where's Derek? Derek, remember that phrase? If it can, if it can rip, if it can go through it, if it can. Derek, what are you supposed to do with that phrase, right? So let's go to the 2 minute, right? And let's just look at, well, it's hard. Well, we can't really do that. So let me draw it on this one because this one goes a little bit smaller. So here's the high to high. Look, here's the high to the high. I wonder if all those teenagers ever went to sleep. So, folks, last night there was a slumber party at my house full of teenagers, 14 and 15-year-olds. There was four of them. They decided to go scooter at 1 o'clock in the morning outside in the front yard or in the front. Uh, now, now, you're probably thinking, did you go out there and yell at them? No, nope, I'm not. I didn't because they could definitely sneak off very quietly. Not that any of them do drugs, but they could go off and do something not smart. At least I could hear them click clacking their little scooters, right? So I'm not worried about it. One thing I learned about being a dad is you got to pick your battles. You got to pick your battles, man. You gonna scream at them about everything, or are you gonna wait till it's serious? Right? That's what I've learned. That way, when you're serious, they're listening to you. You know. Yeah, there's the sweep of the leg. Let's see if 68.50. Remember, 68.75 was my over under on the way down. Let's see what they do at 68.75 here. Do they sell it on the uptick or not? Thank you. I appreciate that. So I've been up since 1:10 a.m. Now I normally get up between 2:30 and 3. I went to bed at I fell asleep like 6:10, but it's not like they were the quietest bunch in the in the evening. They got four Xboxes on the table and screens and hooting and hollering and eating cereal and pizza and Capri Suns and sodas and doing whatever teenagers do. But you know what? If we can keep them kids as long as we possibly can, folks, I'm telling you, let their brains safely. Come on now. They're going to pin this at 9:25. That's what they're going to do. They know where everybody's averaged at, right? Yucky 15 minute. Yucky 15 minute. It needs to pick a direction quickly because it's getting yucky. 5 minute just created. 25. Notice how 71 held hard, and they're dipping it. Okay, look how Joey typed in 71 pop might go. Look at how 71 holds and they sell. That's interesting. Okay, back to the 5 minute CS. That 70-25 on the 2 minute and the 45 minute is the slug for the buyers or the longs. Not really the buyers up here, but the longs. Would we say bulls? Because you don't have to be long. If you assume that it's going to go up, you're a bull, I guess. And on the 30-second chart, it's 68, 25, 70, 25, and 70, 75. And so far, it is holding that very well. Now, I hope it holds the bottom side and breaks the upside, but I can't control it. Okay, and so when you have that open, I hit transition and it goes to the live one, takes the top one and flips it to the bottom one. How many of you are digging those Bigfoot reels or shorts that come out? How many of you are finding those? Some of those pretty funny. I think some of them are pretty funny, like the alien one, where they kind of create an alien that comes to Earth, and he's like, what do you think about this planet Earth? He's like, first of all, it stinks, and he's like, what's up with the intergalactic Wi-Fi? It sucks over here. Oh, I think that's pretty funny. Oh man. Okay, 70's got 123 offered. So that would be what, 80 on top? Yep, there it goes. The bottom. The bottom all. Okay. So now do they bring it back to 70? There's 70. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, we got 10 minutes and 45 seconds till the opening bell. And imagine a world where we're stuck at 70-25. Look at the 30-second chart. Oh, well, I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. Show you mine. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. So now what, right? How many times are we going to touch the lines and which line breaks? Right? Because every time it gets above, everybody thinks, oh, this is the big one, this is the big one, this is the big one, or this is the big one, this is the big one. And that doesn't happen, right? So when does it trap? When does it bluff? When does it catch off guard? Poker players, did you see that lineup for tonight on Hustler? That Martin, that real annoying Martin guy's on there. Martin, whatever his name is. I might have to watch. See, I don't like Kasuf, but I don't mind the other guy. The other guy's a way better player than Kasuf. Kasuf is good though. 10 minutes to the open. Thank you. Open right on this trend line. What do they do with that? Right. News at 10. Unfortunately, I played the trade wrong and I put my stop where I should have entered again. I should have put my entry order where my stop should have been. Should have been. I think the guy's name is David Paul, right? I think I've got his name finally. It's an entry order where you stop. Should have been. My socket's killing me here. There's no way we go higher. There's no way they press it right into the open and then they sell it. There's no way. Okay, now I do have the 2 minute target, 81, 81, 81 final, 5 minutes 93. Did anyone bid 68.50? If you did, you're savage. It's a big sweep the leg long. Look at this. 68.25. I'm so sorry. If you did, you smoked them like a pack of cigarettes. Free trade. Let's roll. Let's roll. 197 at 71. 81 target. There's no way we get there. Free trade. Roll them, boys. Let's go. Otzi and Bobo. Let's go. Ding. Target. So two off, one left. Otzi, those are the things we love, my friend. It'll settle back. It'll settle back. Yeah, yeah. See ya. Peace out. Brown trout. Yeah, there's nothing to do but just hold runners, right? Hold them, right? And so Mancini, right? Go into your Mancinis. Okay, he's got 80 and 96, whatever it is, 90, 92, right? So and we have 81. So I'll go 80. I'll go 80. Just to line up with Mancini, our 81 is solid, but hey, there's nothing wrong with taking a knee at 80. That's going to be a monster day for this account. Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's going to be enough to go to the next account if we get there. I'm going to step outside. I'm going to go touch grass while this thing does what it does. Because either it's going to hit my target or it's going to hit my stop. Free trade. That was a beautiful trade. Beautiful trade locked in so far. 362.50 locked in so far. We're going. I'll see everybody in a couple minutes. Let's go. Otzi, hurry up and wait. All right, right to lower, Keltner. Looks like they stopped me out to the tick. Still made a little bit of money. Not as much as I would have liked, but you know what? That's how it goes. Let's go, Matt. So they made it right to lower Keltner that converged with VWAP. This is narrow state. This is narrow state. See how everything is together? Okay. Okay, 63 is filled. Now what? One tick outside narrow range. One tick. Oh, okay. There's here comes the 58.75, 58.50 where he bought where he leaned into it last time and they popped it, right? So let's see what they do with the tape here again. Just like the Pied Piper led rats through the streets. 56.25, 1R. I did not take that trade. Destruction. Da, 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 da. Da, da, It corrodes. Explodes. That's the perfect bar to trap. That's the perfect bar to trap. Watch them sell. Watch them sell. Remember how many times it could go up a little bit. Watch. Remember how many times it used to go up a little bit and then fall right on your face because you guys thought it was a long. You guys being me. Ooh. Was I supposed to take 59.51R lower Keltner? Well, we're one tick outside lower Kelt, one tick outside narrow range. Ta- Yeah, someone bought 8.75 again. Let's see if they lean on him or if he gets paid at 62. Lean, lean, lean. Don't, no, no, lean. Keep leaning. Okay, he bought 875. Stopped to 64.75. Unfortunately, right on the VWAP. Right on the VWAP. Yuck. I can't do anything about it though, because they need to sell that 850 level, please, please. I'm asking really nicely. They're gonna up it and then down it, please, please. Okay, look at him now. He's buying 59. Okay, he was buying 875. He was buying 850. Look at the order. Do they lean on him? Old Rev would say, "Oh, I got to buy here with this guy." What if this guy's going to buy every 20 points? I can't. I I would be part of his plan. My stop if I went long, right? Look, he's buying 59. Do they lean into him and does he get a better price? Okay, he's buying 59. Do they lean into him or does he win? It's a trap. It's a fucking trap. I told you. Boom, it's a trap. One tick, Rick, stop down. Don't let it go above this bar. Told you. I told you. One tick, Rick. He's selling. He's selling 56.50s again. He sold 55. Okay, same time there's someone accumulating, right? Here we go. That is a gap. That is a gap. I'll go for it. I'll go 54. It's 50 through 75 is yesterday's high. They could bounce off of this. Okay, get ready to move the stop down. You guys know that you can drag this around and it's still a live order, right? You guys know that, right? They're trying to fill that hole. You see that? You see them buying 650? Come on. One tick ricked me. That's disgusting. Blush. Sell him. Sell him. Tell him he can have a better price. No. Tell him he can have a better price, not a worse price. No, no. Down. Get out of there. Okay, watching 60 quarter on the 2 minute. This has got to drip. This has got to drip. Thank you. Almost like they knew the news, Hank. Now it can go up. Thank you, Joey. When Joey closed it, sorry, Joey. They had to print yesterday's low, yesterday's high. Bing. Thank you, Joey. And now we wait. 30 seconds of war zone. We under 200 level traders have no business in this. If you're in the war, 49.50. Okay. 68, 70, 75. 30 second. 2 minute and 45 minute. 70.25. Look, just because we're at 57 doesn't mean we don't have something valid at 70 and a quarter. Okay. Let's wait. Let's watch. Great job, everybody. Great job. I'm gonna step away. My FOMO walk is about to come to life. Watch your yellow lines as we start to come in here. Watch this 15-minute area right here. If it doesn't get through this, it's gonna. If it makes it through it, you watch your next leg, right? Follow Joey. Listen. I don't mean follow Joey. Listen to what Joey's saying. Okay. I do believe he's sidelines. I'll be right back. I unmuted, right? I caught it. I caught it. They're buying 56.50. They're buying 56.50. They're buying 56.50. What's the over under? Someone type it in. What's the over under? They're buying 56.50. What's the over under? Someone type it in. They're buying 56.50. What's the over under? I'll see you guys in a minute. Joey, you can answer this. Thank you, Kyle. I was about to keep saying it. I'm kidding. I was about to walk away. Remember, just because they're buying doesn't mean it's going to go up. What it means is that is now your point of reference. Think about this. That's now your point of reference because if someone was buying it, someone had to sell it to them. Listen. There's never more buyers than sellers. There's never more sellers than buyers. There can be more aggressive on one side, but there can never be more. So what you're watching is what do they do with that information that we just received? That's what we're watching. New 30-second CS coming in here. I'm going to put it at 60. Crowded. Crowded. He's leaning into 62. Let's see what they do with it. I have a buy signal, but it goes, excuse me, not a buy signal. I have a painted candle. Listen, they're not buy signals, sell signals. Okay, it's just telling me that there's a certain candle, right? In context, this doesn't make sense. Into the view app, this is the view app. Elijah, what we should do? Let's do a new chart schematic. Reverse snaker, a 30-second, 59.50 is your threat. So sweeping the leg at 58.75 long would be the only thing that I would even think about doing. Right? Does that make sense? Right? Because we're at the VWAP here. So if you went like this, I'm not saying this isn't going to go straight up into the stratosphere. I'm saying, is there a better price? Because your hard stop is under 55. you. Sweet baby Jesus. Yeah, I'm not going to take that. Close it. 59.50 is a good bid. 60 is a good bid. I canceled my order. Even if it filled me, I canceled it. Nope, it did not fill me. I like that. I like that. I like that. 60.25 with the 57 stop, right? That makes more sense. Uh-huh. Look at your 30-second chart. Okay, with a 57 stop. And I'm risking the biscuit here. I could go straight through it. One contract. Resistance at 6175, 175. Come on. No, no, no. No, come on. You see him? Look at him. Look at him having, he's got orders there. Get through there. Go, 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 go. Give any more if living is without you. Okay, I'm going to pull my stop up. O spot 50, and either I get one tick or I get 3.25 points. Because that 175 on the tape, or excuse me, is the dig point here. If living is without you. 62 is where he sold. I can't give any more. Sorry if I'm singing in you guys' ears, but it's a pretty damn good song. I think it was 6 a.m. Uh, Nikki Sixx's band. I think he was singing the song I was singing. Okay, he's trying to sell 150. Do they absorb him? And my stop is clean. Come on, buy him. That's heavy volume. That's heavy volume, not relative. Come on, release him. Release him. Get off of him. Look at your 150 tape. Right now, so now think about it. Volume is picking up as the effort is picking up as the result is getting smaller. So there's a big candle coming. Which way is it? Right? And here's the deal. I don't care if I'm out. I'm out. Plus one tick. I don't care. Sometimes your words just hypnotize me because the VWAP is right above us, and I'm not going to argue with whether they're going to sell it or not. Great trade. Great trade, everybody. Good call on not buying 62.75 because it's right here. All these yellow lines lining up with the blue and the red opening itself up, right? So now look, they've all gone back and now it's red, white, and blue. But they're going to smack through it. They might smack through this 58.50. Here's the deal. Look at your spreads. Not spread. Excuse me. Look at the areas between these clusters. Okay, and then what you do is you watch. Does it come down here, and then you zoom in, and then what do the moving averages do? Do they give you some sort of snake where it gets late? Right, you're like, oh, okay, it's going to go down to 52. It's at 54. Snake appears at 57, 50, and it smacks you right in your booty. Okay. When you see Joey yell snake, listen. Okay, listen to him, guys. Joey's figured this out. Okay, listen to me. Where's the camera? Joey has figured this out. He's not going to call exact entries and stuff like that. That is not Joey's job. Joey's job is to trade for him and his family first and foremost. Okay. Then he can interpret whatever he sees if he chooses to. He doesn't have to, but he does, right? This is the community where everybody shares what we've learned. This is the community where the other large influencers learn real trading, and they go on their streams and act like learned they created it. This is the stream they find it from, folks. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I just love your flashy ways. I see nothing. I see a failed long signal. I see a failed long signal at VWAP. That's what I see. Okay. So now, absolutely watching for position one, downside, potential short, or it's going to bounce and go straight back up. Because here's the deal: do we really listen? Do we really need to trade counter trend up, long below the flat 200? Do we really need to do that? This bar right here, ladies and gentlemen, this bar right here smacked the longs in the tushy. Okay, does it apply pressure? Okay, the tape, 6150 by 2 1/4 up the top. Okay, and then we can see the tape at the bottom. We know what the tape at the bottom is. Now, one way that we can look through, so let's look at this. I rarely show this, but if you're looking for a downside target, I'm not saying it's going down. Okay, can you go full screen, Elijah? Can you hit? Oh no, no, I can do it on here, full screen. Okay, so if you look, there's sometimes there's pockets, right? So let's say that there's a big bar. Let's say that there's a big volume node down here, and we think that it's going to go down. I'm not saying it's going to. I'm just giving an example, right? So let's say that there's a volume bar down here, right? And then it's empty right here. Okay, if we're short, we would say stay sold through the empty and come in and cover here as expected. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that's we've done that a couple times. I just don't really show it, right? So those are the things that we watch, right? It's multifaceted, multi time frame. We have the daily, the 4 hour, okay, the 15 and the 2 minute chart in the KISS system, right? In the keep it simple, silly system. And we trade it fractally using probability and protection. Okay, we're at VWAP. Okay, we're 1 point. We're 1.5 x IB. Which way does it go? It'll tell us. The end of August, everybody. If you enjoy reggae music, look at the concert that's coming to the Redmond, Oregon, Deschutes County Fairgrounds. It is the real deal. It is the real deal. If you like reggae music, check it out. ES is plus zero point 0.2, NQ minus zero point 0.2, Russell up 1%, YM up fractionally about half, and gold is showing a little bit of relief at down about 0.5%. So where is where's the edge? Oh, you can't answer it instantly? Okay, then you can't trade it. Okay. We crushed the easiest trade, the two trades that worked the best. We went long and we went short. Crushed it. Late. Look at this bar right here. This is juicy. Look at that bar. Mwah. Now look at how neither like after this bar here. Okay, you guys can see me. Check this out. Let's. What we want to do is we want to find the highest volume bar. Okay, we'll find that in a second. But what we want to look at is look at this huge bar. There's a cell inside of it, so that would be the Yoda, right? That would be Yoda on Luke's back, right? Yoda on Luke's back, short. Okay, now look at when it starts covering down here. Notice how the cells aren't working and the longs aren't working. So what does that tell you? It says relax, chill, chill. Okay, 15-minute bar is about to close on the Mancini. 60 reclaimed to 66. Oh no, there's a sell at 60. Oh, ouchie. No fella 60. I do have a cell. Very light, tight stop. I will reset if it doesn't fill. So I got 60 and 61. Stop is 62.50. Right at VWAP. So it's a very small trade here because they could just rip this thing right up and then take it down right at my stop. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to sweep the leg of the white bar. It touched my target and didn't fill me. No ads or anything like that. 60. Just following the process. They're leaning into the offer though here, so they want it back to the VWAP. Do they get it? Cheek to cheek. So come closer, closer, closer to me. First touch. Red 45 minute after turning into in order here. So this will be interesting. Oh, I hate it when I do that. 61 over under. Either they buy it right here or they just let it free fall right on down in, right in the pocket. Cheek, cheek. There you go. 60's out after one tick Rick from my Stoppertino. Now, the reason I took 60 off is because instead of shorting 59 like the signal is, 59.50, I got 60 as my entry, and 61 was the ad with a 62.50 stop. And now I'm going for 57.50 here. Or you can even go. Is that right? Do I have it right? I want to make sure I have it right. 57, 50. There's, yeah, it's basically every point. Six. I have the wrong stop. That's why. 60. Come on. 60, 25. They're buying it. They're buying 25s. They're trying to buy it again here. So that's okay. It will be minus 1.5 points. Just following the process. It was perfect trade. Perfect trade. It just turned green. I really like the trade. 60, 60, 50. Yeah, 61 add. Sure. 5 mil looks primed to go right into that snake's mouth around 65, 66. So if I get a buy signal right or a painted bar, it could give me permission to look to trap the sellers, the old me or me, the guy that's short right now on a signal. What if it fails, right? Yeah, they're about to take this thing up because they just bid one. They just traded 150 when it was one by one quarter. He just bought 150. Trying to get out at 150, but it's going to stop me. That's okay. Next, I should be down 1 point. Okay, I'm down 1.5 points. Okay. Next, I consider this a pinprick. I consider this a draw. I consider it a sweep. Absolutely, but right into VWAP. 30-second snake. 60-50, 60-50. Again, he's he's been here. His name is Turn the Page in YouTube. Derb, are you here? They bought 62.50. Sitting at view up. I have no entry. I have no. It would paint. It's wow. They're gonna just take this straight to 200 without me, and that's okay because that's not the top notch trade. Decision right above us. Oh my goodness! Look at the 15 minute. So either it railroad tracks or it runs. And if it runs, does it run on that fair value gap? Right? Is that how people look at it? All right, now okay. So we've got unicorn rolling here. Targeting? Are they targeting 59 with this guy? But he's gonna get smoked. He's gonna get smoked. Look at Joey, look at the 1 hour. Look at 54. Wow. Look at that, Joey. You could have just bought 54, 64, 63, 54. Look at that. Oh, man. Let's go. Okay, if they can get through this 64.50, which that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Okay, there's the 5 minute snake. It made it up to it. There it is. All right, so now numbers don't lie. Check the scoreboard. Tom Ford. Look at the 45. It's almost go time. Can we get something to ignite? Hello. Yeah. Okay, it's the top of the hour. It's 11 a.m. 63, 63, 65. They're leaning into it just a little bit. They're leaning into it just a little bit here. Good on your tumblers. White on blue at 67.50. 5 minute, 67.25, 67.50 on your 15 minute. I'm going to sim short 65 with a 4 point stop if it fills. If you hear an order fill, it's sim 65 short with a 4 point stop. Just because I see something on a tape where I'm going to test it. And now if I get signals against it or painted bars against it that meet my criteria, I'm going to take it. Ooh, no fill at 65. Okay. Uh, 65 even. 65.25, 65 even is the 50% retracement of this move. Jenny Bean, are you here? Run it before we can enter. He's trying to buy the 6325s, but there's someone that's got all he can eat. He's got a lot at 64 as well. Do they get through that or not? Every time it hits market at 64, someone has a market if touched at 375. They got to kill that order. I needed 4 to print and it didn't. Supposed to add I at 6050. Do they sweep that? I think they do. They sweep it and then rip it. 5675. Okay. They're leaning. Sweep the leg. Right into the low to low trend line. Which means nothing, but it's just a point of reference, right? Trying to sweep the leg here at 6050. Lots of stops going to be right there. I'm going to love this. Come on. Yo. There we go. He just sold 61 again. Get out of there. Okay, you got 234 at 62. I like that. Running out of you. He's got all you can eat. Around 2 even. Do they absorb him or not? He's got all you can eat at 150. Hmm. Yikes. Okay, first bar to close below the low to low trend line. Do they hammer it? Okay, or does he love it here? Let's take a look at the Joey charts. Okay, well, it's a mess. And if they want it, they're going to go to 53, 56.25 on the 45 minute. Okay, or this is the bottom on the 5 minute and the 2 minute. And I don't know, folks. I don't. What I know is I'm not a breakdown trader, right? So if I'm trying to trade the breakdown, let me just draw it. I would not, statistically speaking, I would not be successful in this one over 10,000 trades. Lots of volume at 60 quarter. They're leaning into this, and so the battle is 60 by 6150 on tape, 6325. So listen, watch those numbers as we come back up, and if we fail at them, it's a sign. If we go through them, it's a sign. Watch, 150, 325. Okay, and then 64. Okay, and I'm not saying we're going up there. I'm just saying watch those numbers because what they do is if they're going to sell this, okay, they have market if touched orders above. So if it touches 62, it will sell 61.75. And I'm just making this up, but that's how this works, right? If you're wondering how it works so fast, it's called MIT. If you look on your orders, you have MIT orders that you can place. Everyone can place them. Okay, you have to know when to place them because if there's a lack of liquidity, it could go in your favor, it could not go in your favor, right? So the algorithms that understand the liquidity can use them, all right? Watch 68. Okay, remember the numbers? 6150, 6325. Where did we just get stuck at? 6325. Lock in. Okay, so now if it fails here, what do they do with 6150? And then watch your way all the way back down. If we go up, watch your way all the way up, right? But remember, I don't know nothing, right? I'm just narrating what I see and how I interpret it. Well, he said there was a buyer there, so it's supposed to go up. Abso-freaking-lutely not how this works. Absolutely not how this works. You have a huge cluster 65, 66. What are they telling the market? Yes. So you would have a new CS at 62. Davey, do you see that? Because it just passes right through it. You see that? So let me show you, Davey. And so then now what's holding this back right here is this open source mouth, right? Now, what do we want to say? Okay, now watch this, Davey. In direct relation to these numbers right here. You see this? Ah, good. Look at it. 70. You got 226. He's just chilling. He's like, you're going to give it to me. It's just a matter of time. That guy, look, that guy that's at 70 right here. He's not looking at the chart. I promise you. There's no chart on his screen. It has nothing. Yeah. I promise you, right? So now, Davey, this is where Joey starts piping in, right? Because everybody gets euphoric right here, and what does the snake mouth do? Either red goes above white, and we go red, white, blue, or the snake bites. Oh my God. Okay. I'm tracking 64.25, 64.25. 62, 59, 75, 62. Um, I like this signal. If we get a pullback, it's going to be juicy because we're coming up off of all the moving averages, right? So we want to just keep our stop out of the way. I may have to move that 59.75 down just a little bit, but you're right. I'm building a position, right? And most people think that you build a position when the price gets cheaper or gets to be a better price. Listen, Paul Tudor Ringo Starr Jones the third. Okay, Paul Tudor Jones has a sign above his desk. It says "Losers add to losers." Right now, you're probably thinking, well, you have an order on there that's at a better price. Okay, I do because I'm going to sweep the leg of this thing here. It's 62, and I'm going to go for 64.25 from 62. I've got a plan, right? Upper Keltner lines up with 200. That snake mouth is disgusting, but notice I have an order there on the 32nd. Notice 62 sweeps the leg and shows the crime scene on the 32nd. So definitely going to bid 32 if I'm bullish, right? Definitely. He just hit market right there. Does he get paid? Do you guys see that at 64.25? Does he get paid? Working their way into that. Working their way into that 5 minute. Look at that. Okay? So now major 64.25, 64.50 on the 15 minute right here. This is big decision. Big decision. Either we go outside the 64.50 and there's no noise, and we're back into signal. Okay, or not, right? Not saying it has to go up. This is just the plan, right? I'm building a plan. Swept the leg on the golden French fry, successful. So now, do we find a buyer because we own it? And this will be the last trade of the session, folks. This will be the last trade of the session. This has been a wonderful session here. It's a lot of volume here at 450. Can they press 65? How many stops hit 65? Right here. 23, 23, 23, 149, 149, 177, 129. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Kill your ads. Stops up. Okay, 2 tick Nick. Nobody's listening. And in my chest. Come on, don't reverse. Not right here. Not exactly right here at 66. It's a trap. It's a trap, guys. Right at 66, really? Really? But everyone ignores it. Bought it. He 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 hit market on 1,000 cars right there. Thank you. Thank you. Get ready to move your stop up. Get ready to move the stop up. Get ready to move the stop up. Okay, everybody, get ready to move the stop up. Get ready, get ready, get ready. That 55.75 is a bitch. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Stops up 63. Get up there. Go, 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 go. Let it go. Let it go. Because either that 66 is going to weigh on itself or we're going to smash it. Watch. Look at the tape. It's really hard to see on this. It's because it's so small. Look at this. Look at this side. There you go. There you go. Okay, he hit 48 stops right there. Good. This is good. This is good. We're gonna be the liquidity. This is perfect. Perfect. I'll just watch this chart with you guys. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Our stop is right on the VWAP. Yuck. Go, go, go. Oh, don't do this to us. Come on, we deserve it. We're good people. Okay, he just hit market at 475. He just bought 475 100 times. Okay, we gotta find a buyer on the uptick, not just the downtick, right? So that would be a new buyer, and we don't want 4 even to print. Oh, yeah. See, we didn't want. I'll shut up now. This is a free trade. Mack 'em. Mack 'em. Okay, you see it? Those are the market if touched orders. See how it printed 5 quarter, and then completed business, and then instantly traded 4.5 again. Okay, that's a market if touched order. That's larger than the liquidity that's below it. So look at him leaning into 475. You see that? Look at him leaning into 475. Come on, man. Get up out of there. You're going to ruin my business. Look at this. One tick. Oh, you freaking rat bastard. Like I said, we didn't want 4 to print. So now 6 has to print before 375. 6 has to print before 375. You see it? And here's why I say 6. Look at your tape. Okay, otherwise they're going to lean back into it. Remember 5, mark it if touched. Okay, watch. Either it's there or it's not. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's perfect. It's stuck. It's perfect. It's perfect. Give it to him. See, the thing is, there's so many sellers up here. Look right here. That this would have to be a new buyer. It would have to be a new buyer. See? And look, he's got all you can frickin' eat. Look at him. Look at him. He's like, yeah, I'll give you a little. He's like, maybe I can get a little better price, right? He's in complete control of this. This seller right here is in complete control of this price right here. Come on, mash it. Mash that 5/4, not 3/4. I'm reading the tape when I speak it out of this fucking trade. Yeah. All right. Okay. Everybody owes me the fucking like button on this one if I get stopped out. I'm too busy reading the tape for you guys instead of exiting my trade. Hit that like button, guys. I'm giving you something that nobody in the world can really show you in real time. The thing is, my brain switches to talking instead of trading. Yeah, the battle's between 64 and 65. The problem is they're leaning on the 64 and our stop is right below it. Come on, get through that 5/4. Get through that 5/4. This trade's over. This will be the last trade of the day, by the way. You can see they're leaning into the bid. Stop is 63, free trade. And what I mean by leaning into the bid, you see right here? That's leaning into the bid. They're just looking for stops. That's it. They're looking to refuel supply. See, they're just pulling it. You see it? It's going to go down, hit my stop, and then go up. But I can't do anything about it. I am not giving them one more effing tick, folks. No. Either we get 63 or 70. Let's go. Let's go. Because now we don't want it one tick under these numbers right here at all. Sorry. Gagging a little bit on this price action. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm going to go get something to drink. But let me know when it hits the target, okay? All right. All right. They're leaning. I thought I was going to come back to a profit, but nope. All right, folks, that's going to do it for me. Yeah. Minus 2 points in one account and plus a lot in the other account. We'll see everybody over in the Discord. Discord.gg/SageFT.